Hello, everybody. Hello, Toni.
Hello. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Wow.
It's so
I
good to
was
see you.
it's great to see you. I was looking back over the videos. I think the last time we did a video was last year.
Wow. Well, yeah, it's a long
Okay,
time.
12 months ago last year. You got to be careful. Last year, well, that was 9 days
Eight
ago.
days ago.
Yeah,
9 days, yeah.
9.
Yeah.
Well, today we're recording. We're going to put it up tomorrow. But today is 1 January 8, 2024, which equals 1, 8. 2024 is 8. And then when you add them all together, it's 17, which
Eight,
equals an 8.
which is
Bodhi smile. Infinity. Infinity. And as we go into 2024, are you feeling any kind of bigness, littleness, mediumness about this year coming up?
oh, this is going to be one of the years where we're like, oh, oh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, no. This year, I just feel it. It's just like, it's gonna be big. And there's so
Yeah.
many things that are gonna be happening to enrage us, to make us, wonder about humanity. But you know what? This is a bump in the road. 2024. I feel like it's just gonna be kind of crazy. So if you're like me as an empath, just hunker down, get some hot cocoa, get those old movies out. I've been watching like Mary Tyler Moore
Yeah, 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 yeah.
and I was watching yesterday, I was watching the court jester with the vessel with the pestle is the brew that is true. Love that movie.
I have no idea what you're talking about. The vessel with the pestle.
Danny Kaye. It's a Danny Kaye movie.
Oh,
It's a
Danny
it's
Kaye.
a yeah, it's a musical and it's really cute. And I haven't seen it since I was little, so I was like, yay, this is making me feel so good. So
Yeah.
those are the kinds of things that I prescribe for those of you who are like me, an empath, really empathic and you absorb energy. Try not to be in big crowds. I if I go to a baseball game, it's when the game is over that I feel like I might not make it out of here
Yeah.
because you're just encompassed with all of this energy. It's just very overwhelming.
Oh, yeah. Well, you live in a place that doesn't have a lot of people, so that's good.
It's good. Yeah, it's good to go out, be in nature and
Yes, yes, yes.
really, make friends with the trees around you because they're going to give you some good advice.
Really good advice. Really. Yeah, when you were like hiding behind your hands when I said, "What's going on with 20? What are you feeling?" And you're like, "Oh, I thought you were going to open yourself up and it's going to be like we're going to be cracked open," which is what I think is going to happen.
Yeah.
I think that we are going to be amazed at where we end up after 2024.
Yeah.
And I think there's a couple different ways. Spiritually, I think we're going to grow a lot. Galactically, ET-ish things we're going to grow a lot with. Um,
It's
humanity is going to grow a lot too. And we were talking backstage about this, and I'm going to just take it to humanity's. We're stepping into the divine feminine, which means that the old white guy with a lot of money is going to throw a lot of money trying to stop the divine feminine from coming through. And I
find
could,
it funny.
I wish he would just throw it my way, because he's just wasting his money, that old white guy, trying to stop this train from going. So
It's not stopping. And if you
it's
don't
not.
move out of the way, you're going to get run over. So,
Yeah. So Toni, what's going on in your channel? What are you doing over there?
well, I just started a new format, which is you can see I have a whole new setup here, starting a new format just about because I feel like you said, this year is going to be, and I do agree, it's going to be a cracking open a year. So I wanted to sort of be a port in the storm. You can
Mm.
come, do exercises, talk gently, talk gently about things.
So I'm not allowed.
It's just, I want to give, and for a while I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do YouTube anymore. I love it. I love my subscribers and everything, but it was
Yeah.
just making me feel so frustrated. Um and then I spoke to a friend who I hadn't talked to in a long time, and my guides were saying, call her. And I was like, really? She's got so much on her plate. What do you mean call her? So when
Yeah.
I wrote her an email, and I was like, this is what I need. This is what I'm going through. And she was like, okay, let me look at it. So she looked at it and she said, okay, so my guides and your guides agree that we need to talk face to face. Oh, I was like, oh. So when we talked, it was just like, oh, yeah. Okay. What were you thinking when you first wanted to do your channel? What was it that you wanted to do? And I'm all about the healing. So I just want to do on the channel ways to raise your vibration, just ways to raise that
Yeah.
vibration so that we can push out the good stuff and sort of, counteract the bad stuff.
Right.
So,
Yeah. 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 And it's so needed. I can't. There are so many channel shifts. So many people are shifting their channel,
mhm.
and it's they're just tired of the noise. It doesn't serve any purpose.
Mhm.
Well, it serves some purpose, sure, but the
People want to
constant
know.
the
Yeah.
constant loop does
Mhm.
not.
Yeah. It's just
And
like every day can't, bring a different, you can't expect a different outcome. If you've asked the question one day and then you ask the question 2 days later, it may have changed, energy may have changed, but more than likely the energy has not changed that quickly. And
right,
it takes a lot of time for energy to change. People have, they have free will. It's just the way it is.
sure,
And I and I always talk on my channel about allowing. We have to allow even the bad stuff to be the bad stuff, because you know we live in a world of black and white. We live in a world of good and bad, evil and good, whatever we want to call it. And that has to be a balance. It doesn't mean we get rid of all the bad stuff. It
yeah,
just means we balance it out with the good so that everybody has a chance,
right.
even the bad people.
And that's just a perception of what bad is,
Mhm.
because I'm sure it's giving us something to grow from.
Mhm.
And I look at the people on the planet now, and in history, the bad ones, in my opinion, and I go, how are they benefiting me? I don't see it, but that doesn't mean that um, they didn't benefit us somewhere, which is going to lead me into the first question, which is kind of it's a little question. Okay. So with all this war that's going on right now, a lot of bad going on in the world.
Yes.
I keep thinking that these particular wars, with the coverage that is being played, is opening up people to say enough. This needs to stop. Mm-hmm. There's got to be a better way than the destruction of the planet to bring peace, because that's what they say they're doing. We want to bring, well, Russia is just saying, no, we just want your land. I think.
Yeah, you have all these, things that are happening in the world, and you go, well, why is that happening? Why does that have to happen? It's because free will. It's because of free will. But there's also, you have also the power to raise your energy so that it doesn't affect you as much, right? So that person may be doing bad, but because your energy is so high, then you can rise above that. Because sometimes, and don't come after me, anybody, sometimes bad things happen to show you where the good things need to come in. And I'm not saying bad things are good. I'm just saying you in order to see good, you have to see bad. You
right.
In order to know the difference. So, we're not trying to get rid of all of the things that we label bad. We're just trying to raise the vibrations so that even the people who feel like they want to dominate may feel less dominating because of all the energy that's coming in at them and into
right
them.
You
know what
right
I mean?
Yeah. And I was thinking about that. I did something last Sunday where it's about projecting the way that you want the 2024 to be, and so it's more of, well, I'm thinking a good positive thought, but if you like shape shift into that positive thought, you are actually that positivity with feeling and emotion and all that stuff that goes with it, then that changes, I think, some galactic timeline that affects us. Uh-oh.
I was just going to ask you, does it feel like we're living in two timelines? Because sometimes it does. Sometimes it feels like we're living in two timelines, because it's like, wait a minute, why isn't this matching up? Why isn't this making sense to everyone? It's as clear as a bell to me, right?
Yes.
As clear as the nose on my face, right? But it's not matching up. People are not getting it, and they don't believe it. So they are living in a timeline that doesn't match up with the timeline that's moving in. So that's why we have all of this conflict and everything, because the new timeline is moving in, and it's bumping up against the old one. So
yeah. And when you were saying timelines, and I started thinking, well, is she talking about vibration, density vibration? And then I thought, well, don't get hung up on the label of it or the number of timelines, because I think there's probably more than two.
Yeah.
So, I'm just, I don't know. I am so hopeful that we can end a lot of this, the wars going on. I just think people are, and I know it's not going to be a light switch, but is this the beginning of it? I just keep pushing that out there and saying, yeah, I am going to do my part to change the vibration so that we can um, get rid of wars and this destruction of our planet. Oh my gosh.
And that's how I feel. And that's why the new format change on my channel is that this is, if even if no one ever tunes in, right? I hope you do. But if you don't, it's still energy that's going out, right?
Yeah.
I'm still sending in, somebody will catch it. You got to send it out there. If you don't send it out there, no one will catch it.
No one will get it.
Send it out there. Somebody, even it's just one person, if it's just one person who moves into the timeline in a more peaceful
Yeah.
manner, then that's my work. My work is done.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll get more than one person. I guarantee it.
We'll see.
I guarantee it. No, I mean, I'm feeling the same thing. It's there's some kind of calling that we are, not just you and me, but many of us in this weird YouTube community. I'm like, how strange is that we all came together, yet we've created and we're still forming and formulating this community that is building a better planet, building a higher.
Right. And we have to evolve too, right? We're evolving. Yeah. Just like, during the pandemic, it was all about, so about we were more having fun and entertaining ourselves. And now it's more about informing and, that kind of thing. And so it's about what we put out, our energy.
Right.
What are we doing?
Yeah. So. And we're all part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Each one of us gets to add something. So yeah, cool. All right. Do you want to read on the Harvard judge?
Yes. When I didn't follow that because I don't really watch the news, but when I saw the story on Instagram and or Yahoo or whatever, I was like, I immediately in my mind felt like this is not the last that we've heard of her.
Okay.
This woman.
So let me back up a little bit. From what I understand, because I haven't followed this that much either, I thought she might have said something that she didn't really get to, that was misconstrued or something, and people all jumped on her for that, kind of like a Nikki Haley thing with the Civil War. Although
she did say something about the Palestinian Israeli.
Okay.
So that is the hot button topic on the hot button topic on the campuses these days.
Absolutely.
And, I'm not on a college campus now, so I have no idea how it is, and I can't form an opinion about that. So if you're out there and you're doing the right things and you're listening and making informed decisions like we're taught to do on college campuses.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Critical thinking, going back and forth.
Oh my God, don't say
making
that
mistakes.
Not thinking.
Critical. No.
So she was railroaded out because of her, she wasn't railroaded because of that. She was railroaded because this one guy, and I'm not even going to say his name, he targeted her and he pushed and he pushed. And now that he's gotten her out, he wants to get all people of color out of positions of higher education, of, business or whatever. He does. This is like supreme. Well, I'm not even going to say that.
No. And I do want to clarify something, although the people probably already tune me out. And I'm not in agreement with what Nikki Haley stands for,
Oh,
but she's
she
trying to
stands
work.
for something?
No. Um,
Because it seems like she's just, she goes
what
wherever the wind blows.
Correct. Yeah. I think that's absolutely true. But her whole Civil War question statement was she was trying to play both sides of the fence without really speaking the truth. And now she's like in crazy hot water too.
Well, you
And
can't be a woman of color and come out and say what she said about slavery.
it's
You can't do it.
it's so bizarre. It's
Even
so
though
bizarre.
she's not, African American, but still she's a woman of color.
Woman of
She
color.
should know better.
Yeah. Yeah. So is this guy going to attack her too?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Whoever this guy is. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know his name. Can you whisper it to me?
I don't know. I don't care. This guy is inconsequential because he is like my uncle used to say, farting in the wind.
It's kind of like what Jim Croce says. You don't pee in the wind and you don't step on Superman's
Cape.
All right. So let's look at this Harvard judge. Is she done? Is she going to go fade away somewhere? And I mean, I don't know if my inner monologue can get any louder with no. It's like, no. And I don't know who she is. I kind of have an image of her. What's that?
I wish I could remember her name.
Harvard judge. What's next?
She was the president of Harvard.
So. Yeah.
She's suffering in silence. She's very proud.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Like, what's going on with you in 2024? She's just taking a little time out.
Yes.
This really yeah. This that's funny. This hurt her more than, she may let on in my view. But I will let you read first, and then I'll copy what you say.
So she had this little conflict. She was defeated. She ran away. But she's suffering in silence.
Is that what it says?
It does. It says suffering in silence.
Oh my! Didn't I just say that?
Did you?
I think I did. Okay,
so
never.
She has more to say. She has a lot more to say, and she's a truth teller. So this woman, she has so much more to say. Maybe she'll write a book. Maybe she'll write a book that will, will sort of give her what she needs, because I see fulfillment of wishes.
Okay, cool.
And then she has a positive movement forward. Moving out of troubled waters.
Yes.
So, yay.
Yay. Yay. Okay, I'm just gonna I recorded that. I'm just gonna play it back. So I got some really interesting cards. The first card I picked up was the Emperor, and I went, oh, is she going to rise back up to be this Empress? And I go, well, it's the Emperor, so it's that guy that stabbed her in the back. Yeah. But at the base of the reading, she's going to get up and start swinging. So I'm not necessarily feeling like it's legal action, but I wouldn't rule it out with this card. But I think she's going to just take the higher road with this instead of. But I don't know. Maybe she will. Maybe she won't. In the past, the Two of Cups, as it leads to this, um, the top of the reading, she's got the stars. She's got balance. It's so good. And here's her taking a timeout, right? In the potential near future. She's going, yeah, I just need to I need to lick my wounds from this. This really hurt.
It stung really bad.
Totally.
Not just for her, but for all the people who are like her. It sent shockwaves through the whole, through that whole thing. And I could just and I don't know for sure, but I feel that that's what happened. And now everybody is like meerkat, what do you call it? Meerkats? They're like,
yeah,
what's going on? What is that? I better go back and check all my stuff.
And then everybody pops back up again. So one person will pop up and take a look around. She's coming forward, and this is her internal position. So she's already starting healing and moving with the Knight of Cups. External position is this King of Pentacles. I don't know if she's getting more money out of this or whatever. The next couple of cards, you can hardly get any better. She's got, in the hopes and fears, she's got the Nine of Cups. She's got the Wish card. Bring it on. But what can be better than the Nine of Cups? The Ten of Cups.
Yay!
And then what did we start this off with? The Emperor. And I'm going, oh, is that her? No, that's her.
Yes. Oh, yes. I have a feeling that she's going to end up on her feet.
I do too.
Better than she was before because this, she was the first Black woman, president at Harvard. I don't think she'll be the last, but
her star is so bright. The last three cards, the Star, the Ten of Cups, and the Empress, it's like, whew, that's huge. Yeah. So yeah, she's got some things going on. If we had more time, I'd clarify that King of Pentacles is that like maybe that's the book deal or something.
I do really feel strongly that she's got a book in her, and I think she can do those quotations in the book.
I don't think she'll forget them.
I don't think she'll forget. And I know there are going to be quotations surrounding this guy's name. Wow.
Yeah. And we can read on that guy, but I don't want to because it'll just drag it down into the sewer.
Negative Nelly.
Because, and I'm not sure if we talked about this on the camera or not. Just that we're shifting into the divine feminine, and there's going to be a lot of people like this guy that are dumping a bunch of money to keeping the old ways in place.
Yes.
And he's just wasting money.
Yes. Yeah. Because the paradigm, you can't stop progress, right? And once progress happens, trying to go back, just like with what they did with Roe, it's like
no, let's well, we'll have a disagreement on this. That's working for the Republican Party.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It may seem like it's working.
As a guy from Missouri, I know it's working. We're just not seeing it yet. But
yeah, they had a real big party. But you know what?
I look at things. I look at like the national scene of the Republican Party that Ronna McDaniels, Rona.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, well, I mean, she's in such big trouble getting into politics. But even
Couldn't happen to a nicer person. It's just, we just send you all the love and good feelings and everything that we can to Rona what's her name? Rona
yeah, McDaniels, I think.
McDaniels.
Yeah.
Isn't she a Romney though too? She's a Rona Romney McDaniel.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So,
Well, see, that's
all
why
good
you're the
things to her.
better person, because
You
I'm
send it to,
struggling with that one.
maybe she'll come around and realize that, the podium may not have been that expensive.
Yeah,
Don't.
and the oh, I think you're mixing up
Oh, that wasn't Rona
Republican women.
McDaniel. It wasn't Rona. It wasn't
No,
Rona.
that was
Was it Romney?
Huckabee.
Oh, that was Huckabee Sanders. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
She's a
yeah,
nice one too.
she
We love
is.
we love
We're
her.
gonna send her lots of love too,
Yeah, we're
because
sending Huckabee lots of love and sending Dan McDaniels a lot of love and all those people who want to turn back the clock. Let's just shine as much love and as much good feelings on these people. See how they feel. See if
so
they burn. See if they start to smoke. That's mean. I'm sorry. I didn't
okay,
mean
okay.
that.
But that's, oh my God, that's so funny, because that's what I'm thinking when you're saying that. I'm going, oh, dang, Tony's such a better person than I am. I'm okay with sending them a lot of healing energy, and then I'll send them the love a little later. And I know
It's
I'm just
just, you
playing
know
with
what?
I'm playing with
It's
words.
just like, what is that guy? The Ebenezer Scrooge who didn't know who had love in his life, but it wasn't important. So, once love is not important, then you lose a little bit of your humanity. So these people have lost a little bit of their humanity. So it's up to us to help them restore it. Give it back. Give it back.
That's why you have a new channel with raising higher vibrations.
We have to.
I'm gonna be in there every day. Help me. Danny, why are you here again? I
Even if
just
they start to smoke a little bit, you know what? It helps. The steam helps your skin.
Oh, it's kind of like a sweat lodge.
I don't think that it's like some of these people, I don't know. I don't know. They're just so weak for it. And no, I can't say that. I gotta stop saying stuff like that. I can't say. I was thinking about Nikki Haley. I don't know
Oh,
if she could deal with the sweat lodge because she doesn't know which side she hangs on.
yeah, right. Well, isn't when you go into a sweat lodge, doesn't that like bring clarity, or does it just bring more confusion?
It depends on who you are, I guess. It does. When I go into a sweat lodge, it's just like I have focused. I know what my focus is, my intention. I go in, I do all the ceremonies, and I come out going, yes. But if you're somebody like that, so somebody who doesn't know, is not really sure about who they are exactly, that's going to be it's going to get really hot in there for that person.
Yeah. I love that you brought up this intention, because it's so important as we move forward in 2024. Do we want to be cracked open? Do we want to like stay back? Do we, what's our intention, and how do we get there?
Yeah.
And Nikki Haley's intention of being president, okay, but she forgot the intention of, what do I stand for?
Mm-hmm.
What do I how do I see the country? How do I see myself as a leader of this country when I don't have a true compass on my own self.
Exactly. Exactly. It's hard. It's going to be hard. And it's sometimes your her abilities brought her to this space.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I mean, she's a woman of color. We love that. We love that she is capable. She was a governor. She knows what she's doing. It's incomprehensible. Is that the word? Incomprehensible that she doesn't understand the uh, the subtleties that
Yeah.
need to happen right
Yeah.
now. And this broad, I'm gonna go over here. Yeah, I support that person even if they're a crook. I don't know, whatever. She's been pulling. She's gonna split right down the middle. There's gonna be
Yeah.
one part of her over there, one part of her over there. She's gonna wonder what happened.
And
And that,
I love the line, will I really support his policies? I'm like, really? Let's not get into those policies because that's for another down. I'll do that on my channel, and then I'm going
okay.
to come to your channel and get some healing done.
Yeah, it's hard to heal when you don't know what the diagnosis is. She doesn't know.
No,
She doesn't know. So that the healing will have to happen in spite of her.
right. All right, let's shift gear because I'm really done talking about her. let's talk about let's talk about 2024 in non-trigger terms.
Okay.
Like, watch out, big news. We're going to give you the secret that nobody's talking about.
Yeah.
I was looking at the YouTube headlines and what they use for clickbait. And the best one that I got was as I'm looking through the keywords, get ready, psychic predictions, major energies, and then I see Dwight Yoakam and Buck Owens live. I went,
Wait, you mean you're gonna
what?
contact them through mediumship?
No, it was just on my news feed, that, hey, you want to go back in time and look at a Buck
Oh,
Owens,
yeah.
Dwight Yoakam concert, which
No.
I would.
And I love country music. I am a big country music fan. I love it.
Yeah. So,
And when I was growing up, a poor black child in Chicago, my friends were like, "You're weird. You are a weirdo." Because I listen to Southern rock, I listen to country, I listen to just I just listen to everything.
yeah.
And the Carpenters, from the Carpenters to Queen to whatever, it didn't matter to me. Music was music, and I just wanted to sing it all. Doesn't matter.
I couldn't listen to Queen when they first came out.
Oh, really?
I was like, well, this is young punky music. That and Genesis. I think that's because my younger brother listened to it, and I'm going, oh, I'm not listening to the music he listens to.
I want to be an old fuddy duddy.
Yeah, I want to listen to Grace Slick.
Grace Slick, wonderful.
Yeah, yeah,
Really
yeah.
was.
All right, so let's look at the first quarter.
Okay.
And as we set our big question, what's the big question? What is the big question for the first quarter of 2024?
Will
What
there
is
be, will there be, I don't know.
what's in store for humanity on the whole? And then we're going to get into specifics. What's in store for Toni's new channel? Now, what's in store
What's
for
this?
humanity in the first quarter. And we'll just run through that first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter.
What's in store for the first quarter?
What deck are you using? Are you using the fat deck?
Oh, were you using that? You using that deck?
I'm
I
using
use
that
deck too. See if we get
because it's humanity.
See if we get the same cards. Yay! It's upside down. Oh, no.
What's in store for humanity for 2024? First quarter. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh, I love these cards so much.
What cards is it?
I got the first two cards I pulled out was Pioneering Spirit.
Oh, you're using the same deck. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these cards are awesome.
And then what's crossing it is linear thinking. Oh, so
Pioneering spirit, linear thinking. Weren't we just talking about parallel lives and different time streams and pioneering spirit?
and then the these cards are so okay. At the bottom is masculine principle.
Wait a minute. What's it saying about masculine principle is thinking linearly?
In the past.
In the past.
In the past, masculine principle. Because what is this? Women, the feminine. What are we doing? Who do we love?
Well, I did my V spread, and I got our belief system is going to be shifted via solar consciousness, and we're getting hit with a lot of solar rays, major solar flares, and it's the future of this is our natural humility. So it's not one person, not one old white guy. There's a natural humility that we all fit together in this space, in this belief system. I also got devotion of service, coming full circle, and it is going to take a lot of self-discipline in this first quarter. It feels like, especially with this solar consciousness, there's going to be something that's going to want to shake us up a lot, which is why we have to stop thinking about ourselves so much and do more devotion to service. Mm-hmm. And we are coming into this loop, and we may not remember where we started, but now we're coming around to that full circle as to what this planet could be, should be, has the potential to be. Ooh.
Wow.
Okay.
That was good.
So you got the divine masculine.
So
leaving.
Well, I got first. Okay, so the first card is Pioneering Spirit. That's the center of the reading. But what's crossing it is linear thinking. Right? And that's from the past. And then at the base of the reading is masculine principles. And that's in the past. In the past, unfinished business.
Ooh.
What's that? Say present, right? And then in the sky, we have blind enthusiasm. Immediate future, the belief systems of our earth. Environment, is community, association of
Ooh, yes.
hopes and fears. We're able to return the favor.
Mm.
And then we have, I pulled two of these. We have equal value philosophy, which what is what we're fighting for, and ultimate evolution, which is
Whoa!
the outcome.
That's
I
just
don't
in
think you
the
can
first
get better
quarter.
cards than that.
Oof. And for me, the divine feminine it isn't one-sided. It's more of a balance. It's
Because we all have feminine and masculine in us. Yeah.
right. The way that it is now, it's all masculine, unbalanced, the way that I'm looking at it. But the divine feminine, and then I go, well, maybe you're just wanting that because you wouldn't want to live in an all female unbalanced world. And I go, well, I don't want to live in an all male tilted world either. I want to
It's
live in balance.
it's Ken
But
and Barbie.
what?
Did you see the Barbie movie?
No,
Oh, okay. So you don't know what I'm talking.
there's too much pink in it. Come on, I'm a guy. I'm not going in. I guess I could rent it,
You should see the
close all the
Barbie movie.
shades.
It's really good. I really enjoyed it, and it's really a statement on the
Yeah,
world today.
yeah. I've heard really good things about it. And I will go see it. We were gonna go see it Christmas or something, but we didn't. We will. All right. So we're shifting. So this first quarter, it feels like we're shifting immediately into this new awareness, maybe from the solar flares into the divine feminine. We're letting go of the masculine that's in the past. So, what does the second quarter bring?
Quarter. I'm scared to move decks. I think I want to keep the same deck.
Yeah. What's the galactic energy? When I talk about this, because some people go ETs, whatever that means. And the galactic energy for me can be, it's whatever we wrap our 3D brains around. And it certainly can be angelic forces. It could be the God force. It could be any of the master teachers. They're probably ETs. Second quarter. What is in store for humanity in this second quarter? Ooh. Uh-huh.
What's happening? Oh,
I love these cards.
me too. I love them. At first, I was like, these cards are so hard to read, but they really speak to me.
I know. I know. Can I go first since you're still
Yes,
pulling?
please.
All right. So the first, again, I'm reading mine down to a point, so there's no challenge cards or anything in my spread. I got long-term goals, and I don't know why I'm holding this up. It's so hard to read. Long-term goals, assistance without interference, and then the blind enthusiasm card again. That's what you had. And I'm like, I think you had that, didn't you?
I
Or did I
did.
miss it? Okay.
I had,
Okay.
no, oh no, you had, did I have
Right.
that? I can't
It came
remember.
up again.
Yeah.
There's a new consciousness, but it's right next to it is survival fears. So as we jump into, we're being made aware of these long-term goals in the second quarter, and we're getting assistance coming in through our mind's eye, through our galactic center, and it's keying us up, it's charging us up, and we're charging in kind of blindly. Yeah,
Mhm.
let's go, let's do this. There's That's always not a good thing sometimes, just jumping in that way.
Yeah.
But the new consciousness and the survival fears, that's that blind enthusiasm going, oh, but I'm not gonna be able to survive if I keep just doing it like this. The new consciousness that's coming in this long-term goals is equal value philosophy.
That sounds good. Sounds
Value.
positive.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, I mean, we're still struggling with
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
but we're moving
Absolutely.
towards that that equal that equalness of
Yeah.
all.
Yeah. It's always, when you're birthing something new, which is what basically what we're doing is
Yes.
moving from one awareness to another, which is the first card I get is linear thinking again. It's
You
what we
didn't
do.
sh-
It's
you
what
didn't
we are.
shuffle enough. No, that
I
was you.
shuffle. I shuffle. This is a big deck. Shuffle. But then what's crossing it is emptiness.
Ooh. Yeah.
So that thinking is that do we have to do we have to empty our minds of that linear thinking? Is that what it's saying? We have to just sort
Yeah.
of go on empty for a minute? Um, because at the base of the reading is graduation.
Mm.
Earth is moving and we're moving into something new. I don't know. And the community is next.
Ah,
In the past was it's the Community Association of Worlds. And then in the sky, we have Atlantean era. So something we have to the whole idea about Atlantis and what happened to them. Maybe it's about looking back. Some people don't believe that place actually existed, but I believe it. I believe it. Past regression, all of that stuff happened. So immediate future is beyond wisdom.
mm.
I think this is talking about the the Constitution and what the founders wanted, what they intended. Um, everybody's taking a look at that because of the Supreme Court and conservative attachments.
What's that?
Conservative attachments. So we're looking at beyond wisdom. We're looking at what the founders said, and then we're looking at what these conservatives are attached to, and they look so sad.
Yeah.
Why do they look so sad? Because they're losing their grip on what was, right?
Yeah.
So now we have to take a leap of faith in our environment.
Mm.
We have to take a leap of faith that we are going in the right direction. It may seem like the wrong direction, but new consciousness is on the horizon for Earth, for our planet. But there's going to be a lot of this.
Pushing the envelope.
A lot of people are going to be pushing the envelope, and we know who's doing that right now, right? Pushing the envelope,
Me,
pushing and pushing and pushing.
me.
What can you get away with? What can you get away with?
Well,
So,
the other thing too, when the Atlantean era, that was, um, that was all about their form of government and more control and a little bit more male dominated. I'm going to go on a limb and say,
mm,
but they were using, according to what I get, they were using their technology in a wrong way. And it was what was their demise.
yeah, they were warned, right? But
Yeah.
they pushed the envelope. They pushed it. And then
Right.
what happens? What happens when you do that? No, bad things can happen, but
Things
not all
can.
the time.
But if you're pushing the spiritual envelope,
That's different. Yeah.
that's different. Bad things could still happen, but as long as you stay in positivity and light, they won't.
Well, you know what? Bad things happen, and it's your reaction to them
Yep.
that really, really matters. And it's hard to look at a really horrible situation and go, you know, that's the best thing that could have ever happened to me.
Yeah.
You can't see that until you're on the other side of it.
Till you're on the other side.
Yeah.
And so when we're on the other side of this time, are we going to say that was the best thing that ever happened for our country,
I
for
think
our humanity?
I don't know. I think that all of this came up for a reason. It
Yep.
came up because we were complacent and we were allowing things to just get more and more out of balance and spiral more into what we have, what we need, what we got to get, what we got to get, what we got to get, things, and I'm blaming it on that, but it could be so many other things. So
Yes.
it's just that, the whole power system has to be reworked because it's not working for everyone.
Right.
So
And I think there's going to be a lot of pushback. I'm pulling from my card there on this because we're so used to having it and then let it go. Oh no, I don't want to let it go.
I
Yeah.
pulled this card.
Saving humanity.
We have to
Well,
save humanity.
we are at an hour, so we're gonna pull just one card.
Okay.
And we'll see how we do for we're gonna leave
Well,
everybody to their own device.
why don't you come on my channel and then we can do cards for the second half of the year.
Okay.
And then we can continue this.
Okay.
I'm
So
sneaky. I want to
the
get you
card
on my
that I
channel.
got, what's that?
I said I'm sneaky. I want to get you on my channel.
Oh, there's no sneaky about it. I'm gonna be there every day going, feel me. I just read on Pumpkinhead again. So the card that I got was Healing, Crisis, and Purging.
Oh,
That's your channel.
yes. I really delusion of control.
Whoa. Yeah,
Yeah.
that applies to everybody but me. They all think they have control. They're delusional. Now, me, no. Oh my gosh. I have so much fun with you, Toni. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much for inviting me on. It's been so
Yes,
fun.
so much, so much. So I'll put I don't are you I'll send you this video if you want to put it up you can, and I'll put your information down at the bottom. So Thank you, everybody, for watching. Like and subscribe to everybody. All right. Bye-bye.